morning, friends. Today I would like to show you the games between Alpha Zero and Stockfish 8. This is one of the greatest AI that has been developed by Google in the recent times, and this should really be considered as the start, I would say, not end, but start of new artificial intelligence where the human brains are being superseded. If you give some time, like 4 hours in this case, to a computer, and it learned by itself and was able to beat the one of the strongest chess engine. But some of the interesting games that has been officially published, I am going to take you through those games. This is the first game. I like to show you how Alpha Zero has able to move, crush the Stockfish, and also the areas where it has shown the innovative ideas. With that team, friends, I have added 3 engines. One is Stockfish 8, Harman 2, and Repka. All these are free chess engines. I just wanted to show some of the novelties where Stockfish has used the same, whatever it has played, it used the same kind of novelties. But when it comes to Harman or Houdini or Repka, they used a different variation altogether. Okay, with that I like to start with this e4 e5. The game progresses with Ray Lopez. This is the first game, and you can see the standard opening which started for Alpha Zero also. Let me move this, change the, okay, and how do I switch? Okay, and you can see after bishop b5, after sorry, bishop c5, the exchange of piece is something which Stockfish has wanted to go for this exchange variation, the Spanish Berlin what we call. And after castling, you can see Alpha Zero wants to protect this and they wanted to cancel instead of, and again you would see in the game knight db2, queen e1, and we never saw something like this in the general situation, like coming to a pawn, uh, knight sorry, pawn f6 was something new. And if you see, there are quite a few things which has been suggested, like example, if you see Stockfish has placed knight c4. Okay, but if you see, this is the variation which I would like to more focus on. Stockfish is actually considering knight c4, but whereas Houdini or Herman or Repka, they are considering knight b3. Okay, the reason knight b3 is what they are considering is because knight b3 gives you some tempo on the black bishop, and also it gives you some flexibility to this bishop. Like once sorry, once knight b3 is played, and you would also have some maneuverability for bishop. But here you can see Stockfish is actually trying for knight d7, and that's what happened. Knight c4, knight f4, and I'll just progress. The maneuverability you can see bishop c1 and knight into c5. This is something interesting. If you see, Stockfish tried to give away their pieces for 2 pawns. And this is interesting for me. If you see, the other two chess engines are not recommending any of the pawn knight moves like knight exchange. They are simply suggesting either a5 to a6 or like queen c3. This was one of the other chess engine moves, and if you see, Alpha Zero is also trying to do the same, queen c3 and so on, or a6. But this is something interesting for me because Stockfish is actually, in one variation, it is actually going for the exchange. This is quietly surprising for me because generally engine does not give any material until unless they have a real advantage. But here, if you see, there are a qc, queen e2, queen e2 is there, and also knight c4. Knight c4 is also available. Knight e3 is also available. You can move your knight. You can move your sorry. You can move your knight to the place, but again it tried to exchange this piece. This is somewhat interesting for me. Okay, and you can see after exchange and thereafter there was nothing much. It just kept its hold on that extra pieces. Alpha 0 will not be able to commit any mistakes, so here, and you can see it just maintained that piece advantage throughout the game. d6, bishop b7, queen d2, knight e4, rook d8, queen h3. Mostly if you see, these games are pretty interesting. This is something I need to see. If as an human player I would generally play either knight e1 or rook e1 or rook d8 as a human player, but as a stockfish I think it considered g1 as one of the interesting moves. This is something that I need to see. If you see rook g1, every engine is recommending rook g1, but as a human player I would generally go for either rook e1 or rook d1. Let's see, or how about f7? I don't know there is anything threat or something going on here, but still. Okay, rook g1 is played, rook d7, rook. They generally stockfish wants to exchange queen. Let's see, they just exchanged back rank. Even though it has like how many pawns advantage, they are like 4 pawns advantage. Stockfish has a 4 pawn advantage, but it could not maintain that lead. You see 1 2 3 4 for a single bishop, extra bishop, and it stockfish thought that it will be able to maintain the lead, but it could not. You can see the progress. Bishop g7, just it wants to move forward. This is a pretty strong square for bishop. I don't think bishop can be moved any cost. If rooks are exchanged, I think that is what it's happened. Bishop is gone, knight is gone, but after rook f7 one of these two pieces will drop. Let's see. Yeah, it just took extra pieces wherever possible. Interesting. Even though it has 4 pieces extra, it could not do anything much. That that's it. You can see king e7, rook a6 check, and after bishop e1, stockfish resigned. This is one of the interesting game. I can see like some of the variations. If you see, we will not